Farewell, England. May the new world be kinder than the life I leave behind.
For 4 months, 104 men lived in a wooden world, suspended between hope and the abyss.
Land! By God's grace, we have reached the shores of Virginia.
On a swampy peninsula, they chose their ground, a place they named Jamestown, in honor of their king.
With sweat and blood, they carved a triangle of wood from the heart of the forest. The Tasantasas bring fire and metal. We shall see if they can survive the hunger of our land.
By June, the fort was finished, a wooden heart beating in the wilderness.
The swamp was not just land. It was a source of death. Disease took them one by one. By autumn, half of the original settlers were buried in the soil they hoped to own.
We have what you lack. Take this corn, and remember whose hand feeds you.
As the sun faded, the cold became the new master of Jamestown. In January, fire swept through the fort, leaving the survivors with nothing but the clothes on their backs.
I leave you to the mercy of the wilderness. God help you all.
With Smith gone, the fragile peace shattered. The settlers were now prisoners within their own walls.
The winter of 1609, a time history would remember as the starving time.
Lord, forgive us. There is nothing left to eat, but the earth.
One by one, the fires went out. The living were too weak to bury the dead.
The winter is my warrior. It finishes what my arrows began.
They ate horses, dogs, and finally, their own boots. Anything to stop the gnawing in their bellies.
Is this Jamestown? It looks like the gates of hell.
The 1980s brought a dark, dangerous energy that transformed the skyline and the economy overnight.
At the very mouth of the river, salvation arrived. Lord Delaware brought food, men, and a command to turn back.
Each boat brought more pain, but more of us. Our family was growing.
John Rolfe arrived with a secret. Seeds from the Spanish West Indies that would change everything.
Tobacco became Virginia's gold. For the first time, the colony had a reason to thrive, not just survive.
From the ashes of the starving time, a global trade was born. London was hooked on the smoke of Virginia.
Seen the end of the world.
And I have seen its rebirth. We are Americans now.
Tobacco was the engine. By 1619, the colony had expanded far beyond the wooden walls of the original fort. To turn a settlement into a home, the Virginia Company sent bride ships, bringing women to build the foundations of a new society.
In the heat of a Virginia summer, the first representative assembly in America met, the birth of a democratic tradition.
We are no longer just subjects of a king. We are makers of our own laws.
In the same year that democracy took root, the first enslaved Africans arrived, a paradox that would haunt the nation's future. Virginia was now a factory of smoke, fueled by the labor of many and the hunger of Europe.
We have built an England in the woods. Wealth follows order.
The Tasantasas are like the grass. They spread and take the ground where my ancestors walked.
The peace is a lie. The land must be washed in blood.
They came as friends, sitting at the tables of the English, until the signal was given.
In a single morting, 1/3 of the colony was wiped out.
The dream was once again on the brink of death.
The English struck back with a fury that would change the face of Virginia forever.
Fire! Reload!
As the sun sets, the port remains awake, the tireless gate through which the world enters the Americas.
The company was gone. Virginia was now a jewel in the king's crown, a permanent and powerful anchor for the British Empire.
By the 1670s, a new generation looked west, hungry for land and impatient with the old laws of Jamestown.
Why do we pay taxes to a governor who will not protect us? It is time to take what is ours.
In a civil war of their own making, the settlers burned their first capital to the ground. Bacon died of fever, and with him, the rebellion. Royal order returned, but the seeds of discontent remained.
After another fire, the capital was moved to Middle Plantation, later called Williamsburg. Jamestown's time as a city was over.
Slowly, the forest reclaimed the streets. Only the church tower remained to watch over the ghosts of 1607.
For centuries, the original fort was thought to be lost to the river. But the earth held its secrets well. Every shard of pottery and rusted blade tells the story of those who risked everything for a new world.
Today, Jamestown stands not as a ruins, but as a monument to the endurance of the American spirit. The small gathering in a wooden church grew into the foundations of a global democracy.
It was a place of freedom and of bondage, a complex beginning for a nation that would struggle with its own ideals.
The land remembers the first people, whose blood and culture are still part of the Virginia soil. The river flows on, a silent witness to the birth, the death, and the rebirth of Jamestown. For millions, the story of Jamestown is the story of their own family, the beginning of their American journey.
Jamestown, where a wooden fort became a colony became a nation, and a nation changed the world.